What is the meaning of the verb take back, to?
When you take something back or take something back to a place, you take it to where it was before. Do you usually take the shopping carts back after you've put your groceries in your car?
What is the meaning of the verb take off?
When you take time off from work or study, you do something different, instead of working or studying. Our company always lets us take the week between Christmas and New Year's Day off.
What is the meaning of the verb knock off?
When you knock something off, you make something quickly and not very carefully. The artist knocked off a quick sketch and gave it to the waiter.
What is the meaning of the verb clear out?
When people clear out or clear out of a place or they are cleared out of a place, they leave it. Clear out. This is private property.
What is the meaning of the verb take off?
When you reduce the price of something that is for sale by a certain amount. You take that amount off the price. The sign in the store window said, "Every Monday take 10% off all marked prices."
What is the meaning of the verb put to?
When you put people to trouble or put them to an expense, you cause them to do extra work or to spend money. Thanks for helping me with my flat tire. I'm sorry to put you to so much trouble.
What is the meaning of the verb head toward?
When you head toward a certain location, you move toward it. When you say that you are headed toward or are heading toward a certain location. You mean that you are planning to go there or that you are going there but have interrupted your journey and will resume it. Head for is the same as head toward. The escaped convicts must have headed toward Mexico.
What is the meaning of the verb come over, to?
When people come to your house for a visit, they come over or come over to your house. Would you like to come over tonight?
What is the meaning of the verb come down, to?
When someone moves toward you to a lower level position. Or from north to south, that person comes down or comes down to where you are. Come up is the opposite of come down. My friend from Canada comes down to visit us in New Mexico once in a while.
What is the meaning of the verb stay out, of?
When you stay out of a place, you do not go inside it. Your father's busy cooking dinner, so stay out of the kitchen.
What is the meaning of the verb turn over?
When you turn something over. You move it so that the side that was on the bottom is on the top, and vice versa. When something turns over, it moves so that the side that was on the bottom is on the top, and vice versa. When one side of the steak is cooked, turn it over and cook the other side.
What is the meaning of the verb shut up informal?
When people or things cause you to stop talking, they shut you up. I can't hear the TV, can you shut those kids up?
What is the meaning of the verb throw away?
When you throw something away, you dispose of it by putting it in the waste basket, trash, and so on. Throw out is the same as throw away. Nancy's outside looking in the trash for her wedding ring, it was accidentally thrown away.
What is the meaning of the verb fall apart?
When the parts of something become completely separated. Because it is old or in bad condition, it falls apart. There's no way to fix this thing. It has completely fallen apart.
What is the meaning of the verb come on?
When an electrical device or machine comes on, it begins to operate, usually automatically. Go off is the opposite of come on. When you open the refrigerator door, the light comes on automatically.
What is the meaning of the verb count on?
When you are certain then something will happen or that a certain condition will exist. You are counting on it. Man/in makes a fool of himself at every party. You can count on it.
What is the meaning of the verb hit on?
When you think of an interesting idea or a solution to a problem, you hit on it. After 2 years of tests, they finally hit on the solution.
What is the meaning of the verb get out of?
When you get out of something or get out of doing something you must do but do not want to do. You find a way to avoid it. Sam got out of gym class by pretending to be sick.
What is the meaning of the verb wear out?
When something wears you out, it makes you very tired. Playing with his grandchildren really wore Fred out.
What is the meaning of the verb hold against?
When you hold things against people. You continue to blame them for something and continue to be upset about it. "10 years ago I got a promotion that Ned thought he deserved, and he's held it against me ever since."
What is the meaning of the verb ring up?
When you want to buy something in a store. A cashier uses a cash register to ring up what you want to buy in order to determine how much money you must pay. "Well, I guess I'll take this one." "Can you ring it up please?"
What is the meaning of the verb come out, for in favor of I against?
When people with authority and influence come out for or come out in favor of people or things. They publicly announce support for them. When people with authority and influence come out against people or things. They publicly announce opposition to them. We were surprised when the mayor came out for legalizing gambling.
What is the meaning of the verb catch on?
When a fashion or habit becomes popular and is adopted by many people, it catches on. When a product or service becomes popular and is used or bought by many people, it catches on. If his striped business suits catch on, the designer will become famous.
What is the meaning of the verb try out, for?
When you try out or try out for something. You try to show that you can perform a job well in order to get hired. Daniela's mother told her, trying out for the cheerleading squad isn't as important as doing your homework.
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When you break up a fight, you stop the fight. Two students were fighting, and the teacher broke them up.
What is the meaning of the verb live with?
When you live with a disease or other problem, you endure or put up with it. Living with this disease is not easy.
What is the meaning of the verb monkey around with informal?
When you adjust or try to repair mechanical devices even though you do not have permission or do not have the skill to do it properly, you monkey around with them. Frank was monkeying around with my printer, and now it doesn't work.
What is the meaning of the verb move out of?
When you move out or move out of a place. You take your furniture and other personal possessions out of a place where you lived. Move inland to is the opposite of move out. Could you help me move out? I have to be out by the end of the month.
What is the meaning of the verb take up on?
When you take people up on an offer, you accept their offer. My brother has invited us many times to visit him in Hawaii, and last winter we took him up on the offer.
What is the meaning of the verb turn over?
When a business turns over something that it sells. It continually sells it and replaces it with new merchandise. We're turning over 40 cases of bananas a week in the supermarket.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When you pick people up, you stop your vehicle and give them a ride away from that place. You'll be picked up at the airport by the hotel van.
What is the meaning of the verb get on?
When you get an item of clothing on, you put it on your body. Get your coat on. It's cold outside.
What is the meaning of the verb go off?
When an event or plan goes off well, smoothly, without a problem. Or without a hitch is a problem, it happens as planned. The drug bust went off without a hitch.
What is the meaning of the verb come on always continuous?
When you begin to feel a headache or an illness developing, you feel the headache or illness coming on. I might be sick tomorrow, I feel something coming on.
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you have an amount of money that is not enough for a certain requirement and you add more money so that it will be enough. You make up the difference between the amount you have and the amount you need. I didn't have enough saved to pay for college, but my Uncle Fred made up the difference.
What is the meaning of the verb bring up?
When you introduce a new topic into a conversation, you bring it up. You and your big mouth. We were having a great time until you brought that up.
What is the meaning of the verb mess up informal?
When you mess up a place, you make it dirty or disorganized. Jim made spaghetti sauce, and he really messed up the kitchen.
What is the meaning of the verb blow away informal?
When something you have seen or heard makes you very shocked, amazed, or emotional, it blows you away. I was blown away when my mother told me that I was adopted.
What is the meaning of the verb aim at?
When you point a weapon at people or things, you aim it at them. He was aiming the arrow at the apple, but he missed.
What is the meaning of the verb turn over, to?
When you give something to someone because that person demands or requires it, or because you are not its rightful owner, you turn it over or turn it over to that person. Hand over is similar to turn over. After the thieves are captured, the stolen items will be turned over to the rightful owners.
What is the meaning of the verb settle for?
When you settle for something, you accept it even though it may not be exactly what you want or need. Dr. Smith has very high standards. He won't settle for second best.
What is the meaning of the verb wrap up?
When you enclose an object in some kind of paper. Usually gift wrapping paper or packaging paper, you wrap it up. The movers wrapped up the china with newspapers.
What is the meaning of the verb build inland to?
When you build something in or build something into something else. You put it in the item you are making during its construction or assembly rather than adding it later. In the past, FM radios weren't built into cars, you had to add one later if you wanted one.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on, to?
When you hold on or hold on to something, you hold it tightly so that you will not fall or be hurt. Hang on is similar to hold on. Hold on to the rail when you get out of the bathtub, it's slippery.
What is the meaning of the verb carry on?
When you carry on, you continue as before, despite a difficult experience in your life. It was difficult for Mrs. Nelson to carry on after her husband died.
What is the meaning of the verb hand out?
When you distribute something to other people, you hand it out. Give out is similar to hand out. The teacher handed the tests out to the class.
What is the meaning of the verb fall apart?
When a plan, arrangement, system, or agreement fails, it falls apart. The peace agreement is slowly falling apart.
What is the meaning of the verb clog up?
When people or things clog up a drain or something else that liquids must flow through. They put something in it that prevents water or other liquids from going through it, or that prevents it from working properly. Don't pour that bacon grease in the sink, you'll clog the drain up.
What is the meaning of the verb stick out?
When you stick something out, you extend it outward. We all stuck our heads out the window to get a better look.
What is the meaning of the verb put inland to?
When you put money in or put money into something. You contribute money to help pay for something or as an investment you hope will return a profit. When the check came for dinner, we each put $25 in.
What is the meaning of the verb get through?
When something gets you through a difficult experience, it comforts and supports you. Julia's faith in God was what got her through the loss of her husband.
What is the meaning of the verb drop in, on?
When you drop in on people, you visit them unexpectedly. Sally dropped in on Marcia last night.
What is the meaning of the verb start up?
When an electrical or mechanical device starts up or someone starts it up, it begins to operate. You push this button here to start the computer up.
What is the meaning of the verb look up?
When you get information from a reference book. Such as a word from a dictionary or a telephone number from a telephone book, you look the word or number up. The teacher told the students to look the new words up in a dictionary.
What is the meaning of the verb keep to?
When you keep information to yourself, you do not tell anyone. I wish she would keep her racist comments to herself, I don't want to hear them.
What is the meaning of the verb come from?
When you come from a place, you were born there or lived there previously. When you come from a family or a social situation. Your past experience helps to explain your present attitudes and behavior. Mike comes from Alaska, so he's used to cold weather.
What is the meaning of the verb do without?
When you do without something, you continue living or working without. Something that you want or need because it is not possible or available. Doing without is something you get used to when you're poor.
What is the meaning of the verb get through?
When something gets you through a difficult experience, it comforts and supports you. He was very nervous about giving the speech, so he had a drink to help get him through the ordeal.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up p? V.
When you pick up a skill, you learn it easily. Children can pick up a new language very quickly.
What is the meaning of the verb pick out?
When you choose something from a group because you prefer it to the others in the group, you pick it out. Have you picked out a dress to wear to the party yet?
What is the meaning of the verb pay up?
When you pay up, you pay all the money you owe to a person. Bank, and so on, usually as a result of pressure to pay the money. A guy from the collection agency called and told me I'd better pay up.
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you invent a story to entertain or fool people, you make the story up. When you invent a lie to deceive people, you make the lie up. My son asked me to make up a story about monsters.
What is the meaning of the verb come out?
When information becomes known to the public, it comes out. What really happened when President Kennedy was assassinated may never come out.
What is the meaning of the verb blow out?
When a flame blows out or is blown out by a strong wind, it stops burning. When you blow out a flame, you use your breath to make the flame stop burning. Don't open the window, the candles will blow out.
What is the meaning of the verb get out of?
When you get out or get out of a place, building, room, car, boat, and so on, you leave or escape from it. We smelled gas and got out of the building just seconds before it exploded.
What is the meaning of the verb pull off?
When you are driving and you pull off the road, you drive to the side of the road and stop. When I heard that strange noise, I pulled off to the side and checked the engine.
What is the meaning of the verb get through, to?
When you get through or get through to someone. You make that person understand your opinion or point of view. What do I have to do to get through to you?
What is the meaning of the verb go back on?
When you make a promise, but you do not do what you promised to do, you go back on your promise. The president went back on his pledge not to raise taxes.
What is the meaning of the verb watch out, for?
When you watch out or watch out for something. You remain alert for someone or something that is dangerous or important. When you tell people to watch out or watch out for something. You are warning them of possible danger. Watch out is the same as look out. I dropped a glass in the kitchen, so watch out for broken glass.
What is the meaning of the verb back up?
When something backs up, it is being prevented from moving, progressing, or flowing normally. An accident backed up traffic for 3 miles. The assembly line is going to back up if Eric doesn't get the parts he needs soon.
What is the meaning of the verb believe in?
When you believe in people, you have confidence in them and believe. What they say because you think they are honest, correct, or competent. We want to believe in you, but we need some proof that your invention really works.
What is the meaning of the verb come out?
When clouds move and the sun becomes visible, it comes out. Wait till the sun comes out, you'll get a better picture.
What is the meaning of the verb leave out?
When you leave people or things out, you accidentally or deliberately do not include them in a group. Tell me the entire story from beginning to end. Don't leave anything out.
What is the meaning of the verb come apart?
When something comes apart, the parts separate because it is old or in bad condition or because the parts were not strongly connected to each other. Be careful with this old book. It's coming apart.
What is the meaning of the verb kick back informal?
When you kick back, you relax. It's been a tough week. Tonight I'm going to buy a case of beer and kick back.
What is the meaning of the verb start off with by?
When an activity or event starts off, it begins. When you start an activity or event off with something, you begin with it. When you start an activity or event off by doing something, you begin by doing it. The singer started the concert off with a song from her latest CD.
What is the meaning of the verb carry on, about, informal?
When you carry on or carry on about something. You are very persistent and vocal about something that upsets you. I forgot our anniversary, and she carried on all day.
What is the meaning of the verb take in?
When you make an item of clothing smaller by changing the seams, you take it in. She likes some of her maternity clothes so much that she's going to take them in after the baby is born.
What is the meaning of the verb blow away informal?
When something you have seen or heard makes you very shocked, amazed, or emotional, it blows you away. The first time I saw the pyramids, they just blew me away.
What is the meaning of the verb keep up with?
When you keep up or keep up with people or things that are moving, you are able to move at the same rate. Fall behind is the opposite of keep up. The wounded soldiers couldn't keep up with the rest of the army.
What is the meaning of the verb turn over?
When you turn something over. You move it so that the side that was on the bottom is on the top, and vice versa. When something turns over, it moves so that the side that was on the bottom is on the top, and vice versa. The driver was killed when his car turned over.
What is the meaning of the verb make out on?
When you make out or make out on something. You do something successfully or survive a situation even though it may be difficult. How did you make out on the test yesterday?
What is the meaning of the verb blow away informal?
When a person or company has an ability, product, or service that is much better than. That of a competing person or company, it blows away the competing person or company. Apple's new computer is so fast it's going to blow away the competition. I thought I had a chance to win the race, but Eric just blew me away.
What is the meaning of the verb take apart?
When you completely separate the parts of something, you take it apart. Take apart is the opposite of put together. The mechanic took the engine apart.
What is the meaning of the verb empty out?
When all the people in a place leave it, the place empties out. There was trash everywhere after the stadium emptied out.
What is the meaning of the verb cool off?
When the temperature of a thing or place becomes lower, it cools off. This is too hot, I'll eat it after it cools off.
What is the meaning of the verb keep down?
When you keep the cost, quantity, or amount of something down, you keep it a low level. They wanted a small wedding. But they have such large families that it was hard to keep the number of guests down.
What is the meaning of the verb turn into?
When you turn something into something else, you change it into that thing. The Youngs are thinking of turning their house in the country into a hotel.
What is the meaning of the verb put down?
When you put something down. You put something in your hand or something that you are carrying on a horizontal surface. Susie, put that knife down. It's dangerous.
What is the meaning of the verb keep from?
When you keep people from doing something, you stop them from doing it. When I was young, my poor health kept me from doing a lot of things the other kids did.
What is the meaning of the verb luck out informal?
When you luck out, something good happens to you or you avoid something bad happening to you. Todd lucked out when he found that lottery ticket on the ground. It was a $1 million winner.
What is the meaning of the verb turn in, to?
When you inform the police that certain people have committed crimes or tell the police where they are. You turn them in or turn them into the police. When Jake told me that he had murdered Luis, I knew I had to turn him into the police.
What is the meaning of the verb come across?
When something you say or do comes across a certain way. Your attitude or feelings are perceived in this way by other people. I was just joking, but I don't think it came across that way.
What is the meaning of the verb? Look at.
When you focus your eyes on people or things, you look at them. Look at me when I talk to you.
What is the meaning of the verb blow up?
When you make a picture or photograph larger, you blow it up. When you blow this photo of the car up, you can make out the license plate number.
What is the meaning of the verb get over?
When you get over a problem, illness, or emotionally painful experience. You stop letting it affect you and continue with your life. You can't feel sorry for yourself forever, you've got to get over it and get on with your life.
What is the meaning of the verb run out?
When something is completely used, consumed, or sold, it runs out. Elle played poker last night. And for a while I was ahead by $3,000. But then my luck ran out, and I ended up losing it all.
What is the meaning of the verb put on informal?
When you put people on, you kid or tease them. Don't put me on, tell me the truth.
What is the meaning of the verb stay up?
When you stay up, you go to bed later than you normally do. Judy's tired because she stayed up until dawn studying for a chemistry test.
What is the meaning of the verb point out?
When you bring things or people to someone's attention or indicate the location. Of things or people with your hand or index finger, you point them out. General Johnston showed the satellite photo to the reporter and pointed out the enemy tanks.
What is the meaning of the verb blow up?
When you make a picture or photograph larger, you blow it up. I blew the photograph up and framed it.
What is the meaning of the verb wipe out?
When you are trying to kill people, weeds, insects, and so on, and you kill all of them, you wipe them out. An entire regiment was wiped out in the battle.
What is the meaning of the verb give out, on?
When a mechanical or electrical device stops working, it gives out or gives out on you. When a supply of something is completely used, it gives out or gives out on you. I bought a Chevrolet in 1964 and drove it more than 300,000 miles before it finally gave out on me.
What is the meaning of the verb believe in?
When you believe in people, you have confidence in them and believe. What they say because you think they are honest, correct, or competent. I don't care what anyone else says, I still believe in you.
What is the meaning of the verb blow up, adjective, informal?
When you blow up at someone, you suddenly become very angry. When you blow up over something, you suddenly become very angry because of it. Dad blew up over the increase in our property taxes.
What is the meaning of the verb run up?
When you accumulate a number of debts. Resulting in a total debt of a certain amount, you run up a bill for that amount. Giving my son a credit card was a mistake. He ran up a $2,500 bill in only 1 month.
What is the meaning of the verb make out?
When you can make something out, you can see it or hear it even though it is difficult to do so. The audio system is so bad in the bus station that I can never make out what the speakers are saying. I think that might be a mountain goat up there near the top of the mountain. I can just barely make it out with these binoculars.
What is the meaning of the verb go with?
When one thing is usually or always found with another, they go with each other. A lot of responsibility goes with being a doctor.
What is the meaning of the verb ask for?
When you say that people are asking for something or asking for it, you mean that they are doing or saying something that is likely to result in punishment or a negative consequence. You're asking for it? Don't say that again.
What is the meaning of the verb bring over?
When people take something from one place to the place where you are, they bring it over. Linda is going to bring her wedding pictures over tonight.
What is the meaning of the verb get together, with?
When two people get together, they meet and spend time together. When you get together with someone, you meet and spend time with that person. When a man and woman resume a relationship after separating, they get back together. If you're not busy tomorrow night, would you like to get together?
What is the meaning of the verb go along with?
When you obey a rule or follow a decision, you go along with it. MRS. Taylor wasn't happy about the committee's decision, but she went along with it anyway.
What is the meaning of the verb talk down to?
When you talk down to people, you use a tone of voice or an attitude that shows you think they are less intelligent. Less educated, or from a lower level of society than you. I was furious about the way he talked down to me.
What is the meaning of the verb take back, to?
When you take back something that you have borrowed or take back something that you have borrowed to the person or place that you borrowed it from, you return it. I need to take Jim's lawnmower back to him.
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When something breaks up the day or some other period of time. It interrupts that time and makes it less boring. The bank guard likes to chat with the tellers once in a while to break up the day.
What is the meaning of the verb leave behind?
When you move, learn, or work faster than others in your group, you leave them behind. Mark was so good at calculus that he soon left the rest of the class behind.
What is the meaning of the verb lay down?
When you lay down a new law, policy, rule, and so on, you create and announce it. Congress decided against laying down any new campaign financing laws.